welcome back once again to today's tutorial. In today's lesson, we shall be looking at reflection in the line y equal to negative x and reflection in the line y equal to x, and the vice versa, the same as x equal to y and x equal to negative y. Now, I want you to know this. In our first video, we'll look at how you can write out your scale, you can label your x and y axis, and we also looked at how to reflect an image or a point in the x-axis, which is the same as y equal to 0. Reflection in the x-axis is the same as y equal to 0, and reflection in the y-axis, which is the same as x equal to 0. And the third video, we look at reflection in the line x equal to a, which is x equal to any other figure except 0, x equal to 1, 2, of any other figure. And we also look at y equal to a, which is any figure at all. And in today's tutorial, we want to look at reflection in the line y equal to negative x and reflection in the line y equal to x. Now, there is in our note, there's a question here. It's saying that the graph A, triangle ABC, with vertices A13, B44, C31, we'll plot it and reflect it in the line y equal to negative 1 and y equal to x. So y equal to negative x and y equal to x. So you go and draw your Cartesian plane. So we shall look at our board, the GeoGebra board. Then the first point on our node is 1, 3, 4, 4, and then 3, 1. So you come here and plot. The x-axis is 1 and the y-axis is 3. So you plot there. I pick my point and I plot it. Then we have 4, 4, 4, 4. Then I have 3, 1. Alright, now we are trying to draw a triangle ABC. So this 3 point is not a triangle, so I have to join it using a straight line. Your question might not say you should join it, but once they say a triangle, you should know that a triangle is in 3 lines. So I join point A to B, B to C, and C to A to make a closed triangle. I want to let the axis be shown, so let me show the values here. Okay, let me show the values. Then B also be shown, then C also be shown, so you can see the values labeled very well. Now, I made earlier in my previous video that when you have labeled your line and when you are your point and when you are drawing the line to join the B and the line have crossed the point, you have to clean it and rewrite it. You reposition it in a way that it doesn't cross your line, okay? But we know that this is the point A and then point B. C has also entered there, so I move it out small, right? So you can go back to that video and see I've given the reason why that should not be done. So the first part is that we should reflect this line in the line y equal to negative x. Y equal to negative x. So where is the y equal to negative x? It's on this quadrant that y is equal to negative x. So y values are negative and x values are negative. So if x is negative x, then y also be what? Negative. If x is negative 2, y also be negative 2. Remember, it says y equal to what? X. So the values should also be the same. Now, but one thing you may want to consider is that he's saying y here is given to you as what? A positive, and the x is what? A negative. And once you see that concept, know that the graph will be on this section. It will be like this. Great. X is negative and y is what? positive, your graph will go this way. So that is a line. So I want to draw a line on it. First, draw a line through that place, so it will be like this. Make sure your line is straight. Make sure your line is straight. Okay, great. So it passes through the origin, dividing these two into two. So this is the line they are talking about. Now y equal to negative x, and this is what you must have. Okay, let's reflect it and go back to our note and see the answer that it gives us. Now we come and use our reflection tool and then reflect this point and see reflection about the line. Select the object you want to reflect and the reflection line, and the point has come to land in this section. Okay, so you note and see is the thing in the middle. So note that if it is not positioned well in the middle, you get a wrong figure. Let me rewind it. If you are using the line, the mirror line, and the mirror line is not positioned well, you will get your reflected point also wrong. Note. Now let's see the correctness of the mirror line, the position of the mirror line. The thing will always give you what you have instructed it to do. So look at this place first. This one alone tells you what it is not correct. So now, do you see where I place my point? It means that I would have to replace this point in a way that it can make it correct. So you always use this point and this point to make your line straight when you are dealing with y equal to x and y equal to negative x. I have intentionally done this so that you can easily get it when you do it well. So I want to position it here. Correct. So now you can see that I divided it into two equal parts, from here to here, from there to that. It is straight now, and you have seen your reflected image correctly. So the value here is negative 1 1. So the a becomes negative 3 1. It means the position has been exchanged and you negate all of them. The positions have been exchanged and you negate all of them. That is y equal to negative x. You exchange the positions and negate all of them. Let's see our note. The result is saying that, so reflecting the line y equal to negative x, the new point is negative 3, negative 1, negative 4, and then negative 1, negative 3. Do you see that you have exchanged the positions and now you replot them? So take note of how you draw your mirror line. So if you are using the GeoGebra to teach and your mirror line is not positioned well, you are going to confuse your student. Okay, and if you are a student and you are practicing it, make sure you make the position very well. In all that we did it correctly. So here I want to emphasize that it must be what? Straight. And for it to make straight, use this first, because you can easily determine that this part here is straight. You can easily know the side. And when you get that, because it reflected, it's a line, you will definitely get a straight course in your graph for you. Now this is done, but you can see that this point has been crossed by our drawing, so I reposition it very well, so nothing has crossed it again, and then you are good to go. So if you are using the writing, I will have to rewrite this maybe to go this way, alright, or I can even write it inside here, but it must not cut any of the lines. Alright, now the next one we said we'll look at your reflection in the line y equal to x. Y equal to x. Now when y is equal to x, which quadrant is y equal to x? Is this quadrant where when y is 1, y is x is also 1. When x is 2, y is 2. This quadrant, they are equal. When you come to this side, when x is negative 1, y is also negative 1. When x is negative 2, y is negative 2. It means y equal to what? X. So it means the line will pass through this place. The first one is what? Y equal to negative x. When y is positive, y will be negative x. When y is negative, y what? So y is negative, x will be positive. One of the things is negative and one is positive, so the thing will pass through here. But if they are all negative or they are all positive, it will be on the same quadrant. Please take note of that. Now let's draw the point. Let's draw our line y equal to x. So I said again, I want to use the origin, then y equal to x. I will use this first place to get it, and it means this line is so straight. Y equal to x. When in time x is negative, y will also be what? Negative. Okay, and it keeps on increasing, and this can be likened, those who are doing the economics, this can be likened to the demand and supply curve. Now let's look at something here. We are reflecting this figure. Watch it very keenly. When I'm reflecting it on this line, this point A will reflect at the back here because the mirror reflect at the back here, so it means A is going to come to the where C is, from the mirror to the image to the point A, and from the mirror to the image will be here A. Then C will also reflect to A. When it comes to B, B will remain the same because it is touching the mirror line. Just like you are looking through a mirror and use your hand to touch the mirror, the image in the mirror will be like it, the finger is touching each other. Okay, so this point B is on the mirror, and it means we're going to be on the same thing. Let's use our reflection about a line to do that. So I click on the image I want to reflect and the line. So this is a line. You can click on any part of the line. Once it's this line, you will still get the same result. So I have redone it. You can see that it has reflected, but A has come back here, A1 prime. So this is A prime, this is A1 prime, A2, A, C1 prime, and B1 prime. They are on the same thing. So let me just move the figures out a little for you to see them. Okay, this is the original B, this is C, and this is the original C. So you can see that clearly. So it has been reflected on the same position, just that you can see the values have shifted. The original A is 1, 3. When it comes to the B, so the reflected one, we have 3, 1, 3, 1. The first one was 1, 3, 3, 1. So now the concept here is that when you are reflecting in the line y equal to x, shift the positions. Positive, positive. Don't change the values. Don't change the values or the signs of the values. So if it is negative, negative, just maintain it by shift the values. But when it is y equal to negative x, the same way, shift the positions but negate all of them. Shift the positions but negate all of them. Correct? So it means that if the value is here and I'm shifting the position and I'm negating them, they will all become positive and will come back to this original place. Okay, you can pause the video and re-listen and listen until you get the understanding. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscription button to bless me. I actually need your subscription, and the comment sections for you to comment on the video, your views on the video. If you want me to make any video on any topic, you kindly put that in the comment section and I will not hesitate to create a video on it. And hit the notification bell so that when I release any other new video, you will not be left out. Thank you for sharing the video. In the next tutorial, we'll be looking at how to reflect around a particular point, or about a particular point. Stay blessed. Goodbye.